Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and we're all familiar with Sloppy Joes, but today I'm making a more Mexican version called Sloppy Josés. They've got just a little more kick to them, and I think you're gonna love them. These Sloppy Josés are easy to make, they're delicious, and they're satisfying. Here's what you're going to need. 1.5 pounds of lean ground beef. Now, I'm actually using 2 pounds today, but that shouldn't affect the recipe. You'll also need 1 medium onion that's diced finely, 2 garlic cloves, 1/2 cup of hatch green chili that's been roasted, peeled, and chopped. Now, if you don't have access to it at all times in your freezer like I do, you can also find it at the store in a jar, or you can find it in a little can. I believe they're 4 ounces, and one of those little cans should be perfect for this recipe. You'll also need 1 teaspoon chili powder, some salt to taste, 1 cup of the salsa of your choice. Now you can use store-bought or you can make it homemade. It's up to you. I'll go ahead and include a link to my salsa recipe in case you're interested in making it homemade. And then you'll need about 1/2 to a full cup of beer. Now what this does is it just tenderizes the meat and it deepens the flavor. So the alcohol will be cooked out. You don't need to worry about that. What's funny is my husband and I, neither of us drink. And so anytime that I have a recipe where it calls for beer as a tenderizer, I go to this one store that sells them singular. So you can buy them in just 1 bottle or 1 can. So I went this morning and it was early in the morning and I bought this and the lady at the register just kind of looked at me like, isn't it a little early for that? But anyway, I didn't bother to explain myself. I just kind of let her think whatever. Anyway, finally, you're going to need some buns, and I bought these really great brioche buns. They come in a package of 4, but this recipe will easily make 6 to 8 sloppy josés. So let's go ahead and get started. And I forgot one ingredient, and that's beans. You'll need about 1 cup of beans. I'm going with whole pinto beans. Just make sure that you drain any of the liquid, but you can also use black beans. You can even use refried beans. It's up to you. In a large skillet with just a little bit of oil, I'm going to sauté the ground beef, and I'm just breaking it up as it cooks. You want it all to get browned. If you're using lean ground beef, it shouldn't render too much fat, but if it does, you'll need to drain it before we start adding the other ingredients. Add in the onion and let that sauté as well. Then we can add in the minced garlic, the chopped green chili, the chili powder, the salsa, the salt, and finally, we'll pour in the beer. You don't have to worry about an exact amount because it's all going to cook down, so I'm just eyeballing this part. Give it all a good mix and let it come to a boil. I really hate when I do this, but every once in a while as we shoot these videos, I will forget an ingredient, and that's the case today. I forgot the beans. I was looking at this thinking, what's missing? Well, I had the beans sitting in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna go ahead and add them now. Oh, these smell so good. Anyway, it's always so embarrassing when that happens. Probably the worst time was when I made the taco salad and I forgot the taco meat. That was embarrassing. But all's well that ends well. And now that all the ingredients are in there and it's come to a boil, we can lower the heat and let it simmer for 15 minutes until all the flavors are fused together. Our Sloppy José meat mixture is all done. Now I'm just gonna spoon it over these buns and we're ready to eat. They're called sloppy for a reason. All right, let's give this a try. Wow, it's so good. The meat is just really tender and juicy and flavorful because you've got the hatch chili in there, and the salsa gives it a nice little kick, but it's not overly spicy. It's just really delicious, and I think it's kind of fun to mix things up. Instead of making your regular old Sloppy Joes, turn it up a notch and make your Sloppy Josés. I think you're gonna love this. Thanks so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any one of my recipes. I also invite you to follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.